finally it came again. It was Fairy Tale Chapter 7 of the 100-Year Quest. Although, I think I read somewhere, was actually on Twitter though, this has not been confirmed in an article though, although maybe it will be later, is that apparently the Fairy Tale 100-Year manga is gonna release bi-weekly. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it seems it's gonna be released every week, just every second week or so. Why, I have no idea. I mean, I know for a fact that Hiromashima is not doing the art, he's doing the story and the storyboard. But I hate to say these words because then I finally, a part of me is submitting to the haters, but I'm actually asking, has he finally succumbed to what those people that other calls the greatness have done? The pressure of manga. One of the things I've always defended Hiro Mishima with about is that unlike so many other people, Togashi, is the fact that no matter what, he has always worked and never taken breaks. One part of me is actually worried that is this it or is something else? Well, for me it doesn't matter. Although there are some things here, some things about liking and not liking. Kyria is definitely an arrogant girl. I wish someone could defeat her already. It also seems to be a little clear that although she hunts dragons, she seems to have an appetite for other humans as well. Or maybe that's just her way of saying a worthy opponent. Of course, Natsu doesn't exactly answer the question of why they are here, and it's also revealed that his fire magic doesn't work so well in the water, which is actually a logical weakness. Lucy tries to use her water magic, but Kyria can cut through it, which seems very similar to the demon power of Tengagoken, and she then destroys her suit. Poor Lucy. I mean, being stripped off that easily. She even lampshades it. It's the second time that's happened since it came to town. As the fact that Kyria says you look more delicious now in another way makes me wonder what that is. Are you telling me she's lesbian? Or is this something else? Well, Kyria really does seem to have a bloodthirst or even a cannibalistic desire to eat a lot of people. But before she can attack Lucy again, she's temporarily frozen by Gray, who is of course on having no pants. And the manager immediately panics as soon as he not only sees that the humans are here, the prisoner, as well as the fact that the missionary of the water god has been slain, revealing that the water serpent was actually sent by the water god. He panics because, well, this seems to suggest that while they worship the water god, it may not be a complete good faith after all. When Kyria hears the eyes, that she breaks free of the eyes, and it's revealed that, well, Gray is of course naked. That is actually creating a pretty funny scene where he says, she even cut my shorts, and she says, no, I did not. But then suddenly Ersa appears in all her sexiness and is prepared to clash with Kyria with her swords, but then suddenly someone blocks Ersa's sword with his head. His name is Mad Mole and is apparently also a dragon eater, the armor dragon. Apparently has an armor that can break everything. Kyria refuses to back down, seeing that this is worthy prey, but then suddenly the water recedes. Also, Wendy has appeared again, but she cannot change back into a human form. I guess it really is divine punishment. The water scatters as the human we saw before approaches, the one that sexy secretary lady called the water god. Yes, the water god in the form of a human descends, wondering what is wrong going on in his sea. And Natsu can only be shocked as a human descends. Now the question is though, is this uh, faith that the fishes have really good? I mean, the fact that the manager says the water god will be angry, this seems to suggest that the fishes have sacrificed a lot of people to the water god before. Probably because then the water god don't have to eat them. I mean, they are fishes after all. Still, it's not exactly sure, but the manager was panicking. So So one wonders, is this really a good faith, or is there something else to it? Why would the water god be angry at the fact that the prisoners had escaped, the humans were here, and his missionary was killed? I mean, maybe he cares for his missionary, but it's true also that this ocean is actually controlled by the water god, or at least the water god dragon, as he practically cuts it apart and drains all the water in the area. So, well, when the wizard said that they were in pair on Acnologia, if the fact that one water dragon god can practically control an entire ocean, then yeah, that is amazing. Of course, Natsu is a bit surprised the fact that this water dragon god is in the shape of a human. Still not exactly answered. Why is that the case? Now, will we get the answer? Are these dragon gods enemies or foes? And the dragons eating guild, how are they also the antagonists of it all? I guess we'll see soon. But yeah, I was wondering, is Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest now gonna be released bi-weekly? Then we cannot have this few chapters, you know? We need more pages. Otherwise, you can give me your thoughts if you have any.